عزیز طلبہ و طالبات، فاروق فاؤنڈیشن آن لائن اسکول کے ذریعے یکساں نصاب کے مطابق تعلیم حاصل کریں۔ اگر ہماری ویڈیوز پسند آئیں تو چینل کو سبسکرائب کریں اور دوستوں کے ساتھ شیئر کریں اور بیل آئیکن کو لازمی دبائیں تاکہ آئندہ آنے والی تعلیمی ویڈیوز آپ حاصل کر سکیں۔
بچو تسو آن لائن سکول نخپل پورا تعلیم کوي شي او د بورډ ایگزامز د انم او د لسم ولم آرام سره پاسول شي. تاسو خپل نور هم تعلیم حاصل کوي شي خپل عمر مطابق. خپل مور یا پلار ته فون یا لیپټاپ ذریعے مونږ سره آنلاین کلاس خاصتنو لپاره خبره کوي شي. روزانه یو یا 2 غنټې آنلاین کلاس اخلي نو به چې تاسو کله سکول ته ځئ نو تاسو ته نور مدد ضرورت نه وي. داسې پړۍ سره تاسو خپل ټایم او د مور پلار پیسې هم بچ کوي شي. آنلاین کلاس څه هم فیس نشته. تاسو زوم باندې او نور هم کلاسز هستی شي او هر مضمون ولا مکمل ویډیوز موجود دي. Now we are going to do the rest of exercise. First of all, we are going to do some words meaning. Suburb, area outside the city. Astonishing, surprising, exquisite, exceptional. A sculpture, work of art made up of rocks. Word seeing, beautiful enough to be seen. Suburb, ahi area te chukum city na lag baarte vi azi ke schools o offices o business wala ch shemne vi. Astonishing che yokas हैरान छे मतलब surprising भी. Exquisite, exceptional che exquisite this che wani bal pehla ta kal che katali ne भी dora khista भी. Sculpture statues wani chi chukum rocks na jur भी. Word seeing dora khista भी che dikatano like भी. Suburb, there are no schools in the suburb of the city. Astonishing, my birthday party was very astonishing. Exquisite, his work of art is exquisite. Sculpture, there is sculpture of Lord Buddha in the museum. Word seeing, Eiffel Tower is worth seeing in Paris. So by using these words, we are now clear of what they actually mean. Mostly when we are not able to learn the meanings of some words, we need to simply use them in sentences. In this way, the meaning of that word will be all clear, as well as we can easily use that verb in our daily conversations. Suburb wala meaning astonishing, exquisite, sculpture, word seeing दो वाला चिकला मुता meanings पता वाला की नमो आहा आराम सारा चिता कने sentences की use कवेशु और चिकला मुद्दे से मुश्किल words वाला मुश्किल words पर sentences की use करूँ ना ही वाला meaning मुता clear शी और आहा मुख्तल रोज़ाना वाला conversation की आराम सारा इतना words इस्तेमाल वेशु चिकला मुता meaning पता भी. Write these words in the right column. The first has been done. So the box is given here and we have to separate all these words according to 1 syllable, 2 syllable and 3 syllable. Now in 1 syllable we will put 3 words like dad, big and cook. Here, as I have already told you in the previous chapter, that syllable is mostly a vowel. If there is a single vowel in the word, there will be 1 syllable. If there are 2 syllables in the word, if there are 2 vowels in the word, the syllables will be 2. If there are 3 vowels or 3 vowel sounds in the word, so the syllables will also be 3. So in dad, big and cook, you can see there are only 1 vowel sound in the center. So the 3 comes with the 1 syllable. 2 syllable, teacher, teach, happy, hap and p. You can see here are 2 syllables. Kitch, ke, chun, un. You can see the sound here. Sister, doctor, parent, parents. Like A is a separate in parents, as we can see here. PAR. This is a separate part in E and TS, because PAR, here is a vowel, and in the next part there is E as an vowel which is used as a separate syllable. So in all these words there are two syllables, because in these words there are two vowel sounds. And uncle is also comes in the two syllable, with two syllables, uncle in the end and at the start. There are two syllables. Now in three syllable column, grandfather, there are three syllables. Carpenter, passenger, chocolate, general. So like you can see, here are three vowel sounds in a single word, which makes it in the category of three syllables. Hope these things are clear to you, because I have already explained it in the previous chapter that what is syllable. So now these things should be clear to you. Silent letters, common letter combination with silent letters. Silent B. B is not pronounced when following M at the end of a word. If M comes before B in a word, then we are not going to pronounce B. B will be considered silent. Like for example, climb, crumb, dumb and comb. Chikalam B na pehla M razi word ke no ah ke iske mu B kalam na pronounce ka no ah ke iske chida ke na mu sara B silent vi. Like for example, climb, crumb, dumb, comb. Silent D. D is not pronounced in the following common words: handkerchief, sandwich, Wednesday. We are not going to say like handkerchief or sandwich or Wednesday. In these cases, D is not pronounced at all. Silent E. E is not pronounced at the end of the words and usually makes the vowel long. Okay, if E is coming at the end, so we are not going to pronounce it. Hope, drive, give, write, sight. Each kalam end ke reci no ahamu kalam na pronounce कहूँ no ahi किस के silent we. Hope, drive, give, write, sight. Silent G. G is not often pronounced when followed by an N. Foreign, sign, feign. So in these cases we can see that G is not pronounced when it comes before N in a word. G ah ke iske mu na pronounce ko chika ya N na pehla rashi word ke N akhiri ke vi wahi na pehla G rashi no ah ke iske mu bilkul chida kana G na pronounce ko amu sara silent razi like words chukum this given the aha foreign, sign of feign. Adverbs of manner. An adverb of manner is a word that tells us in a sentence how something has happened. Like it tells us how, in which way a certain thing has happened. Adverb of manner muditsahi chi yushed kumi darike sarvashwalo. Formation. Adverbs of manner are formed by adding ly to an end of adjective, but there are some rules. Adjective ending in l add ly, careful, carefully. Adjectives ending in y change to ily, lucky, luckily. And adjectives ending in ble change to bly, responsible, responsibly. Formation के मुसरा द्रे रूल्स थी चिकलम एडवर्ब ऑफ मैनर भी मुझ चेंज करूँ हमेशा एल वाई भी अही वाला एंड के हो कयो वर्ड आखिरी के एल रसी नमो अही सर जदी एल वाई दोबारा वाला गुण अही ना एडजेक्टिव ना एडवर्ब ऑफ मैनर जुड़शी का यो एडजेक्टिव एंड के वाई रसी नो आहा चिशी की चेंजी आई एल वाई के lucky, luckily. Okay, your adjective end की ble रसी नो आहा मु चेंज को bly वाली को लगा responsible और responsibly. The position of the adverbs depend on the kind of adverb, but adverbs of manner are usually placed after the main verb or after the object. So what is the position of the adverb? It depends what kind of adverb it is, whether it is adverb of manner, time, reason, place, or any kind of adverb it is. So it depends on the kind of adverb mostly, but in many cases adverb of manner are placed after main verb or after the object. He writes well. Writes is the main verb. He runs rapidly, slowly or quickly. Runs is the main verb. He plays the piano beautifully. Now the piano is after the object. He ate the strawberry cake greedily. Strawberry cake is an object. अक्सर च तक मु adverb of manner या main verb न बाद लगू या object न बाद लगू लगा. He writes well के मु सारा write च दा aha main verb दा. ओ he runs rapidly दे के मु सारा runs च दा कना aha main verb दा और rapidly मु सारा adverb दा. He plays the piano beautifully. Piano च दा मु सारा object था और beautifully मु सारा adverb दा. He ate the strawberry cakes greedily. Strawberry cake object दा, greedily adverb. Fill in the blanks to form adverbs. Now we are going to keep those rules in our mind, those in the formation, that how an adverb is formed from an adjective. Slowly. We have simply to add ly in such simple words. Bad, badly. Angry ends in y, so we are going to replace it with ily, angrily. Careful ends with l, so we are going to simply add ly, carefully. Quiet, quietly. Calm, calmly. Perfect, perfectly. مبو خپل rules یاد ساتو چې که simple word وي هغې سره به ly وي، که y وي end کې هغه به ily سره change شي، او که صرف l وي هغه به مو ly وی سره addition نور واچو. نور مها خپل rules دي. simply مو نور اسانه طریقه ده چې مو کومې طریقې سره adjective چې ده adverb کې change کوو. Adverb of degree. Adverbs of degree tell us about the intensity or degree of an action, an adjective or another adverb. Adverbs of degree हमेशा मुतम यूशी वाला intensity है चे या मुते degree है चे the action सोर संगे वशवालो का ना कुम तर्ज वाला action वो या adjective पर के है या मुता या का sentence के यो बल adverb भी ना है पर के है. Common adverbs of degree: almost, nearly, quite, just, too, enough, hardly, scarcely, completely, very, extremely. All these words are used as in adverbs of degree. These are commonly used. Adverbs of degree are usually placed before the adjective or adverb they are modifying. Example: the water was extremely cold. Now cold is an adverb and extremely is also an adverb, but they are showing the degree of the adverb, that is cold, before the main verb. He was just leaving. She has almost finished. Just and almost both are adverb, and finished and leaving are the main verb. Mostly today kana common chukum adverbs of degree thi aha ya today kana adjective or adverb na pehla lagi sentence ki. Like for example, the water was extremely cold. No cold chida aha adverb da, extremely aham adverb da, aha kum adverb modify ki cold. Ya mein main verb na pehla lagi. He was just leaving. She has almost finished. No just or almost duwada musar adverb thi, or leaving or finished chida kana aha musara main verb da. Use the following adverbs of degree in sentences of your own. Hardly. He hardly cleared his exams. Quite. He is quite good at running. Enough. Ali is not well enough to go to school. Now you can see hardly is also placed before the main verb, that is cleared. He is quite good. Here quite is placed before another adverb, that is good. Ali is not well enough now to go to school. Now it is placed also before the verb. Hardly چې ده که نه په خپل مین ورب نه پهله یوز شوی کلیئرډ کې سره quite good quite چې د اهم ایڈورب نه پهله یوز شوی او well enough اهم چې د ورب نه پهله یوز شوی ده. Adverbs of time. We use adverbs of time to say when something happened. I saw Maria yesterday. She was born in 1978. For how long? They'll have lived here since 2004. We will be on holiday from 1st July. How often? They usually go to the park. We sometimes went to work by car. No. So now there are three uses of adverb of time, that it when shows when something happened, and for how long, and how often. Like یو کار کله شوی و او څومره ټایم پرې شوی و یا کله نه شروع شوی ده او یو کار څومره ځل شوی ده. نو دا هر یو شی adverb of time کې راځي. when کله یوز کېږي کوم کوم خبرو کې نو کوم کوم ورډز هغې دپاره یوز کېږي when دپاره adverb of time کې today, before, late, last year, already, recently. How long? The words that are used for how long as the adverb of time are all day, for a while, for a year, a few hours, since 2014, and for a week. And the words that are used for how often as the adverb of time are every day, once a year, never, frequently, sometimes, and always. So these are words that are used as adverbs of time in the sentences. So these are quite easy and we can simply figure out the adverbs of time in the sentence. But you have to keep in mind that it is not related to any date or number or a specific day, but it can also be in time in terms of how often something happens. So these words are also included in adverbs of time. Adverbs of place. We use adverbs of place to describe location. We use prepositions to talk about where someone or something is. So in this adverb of place, we use prepositions. We have learned what are prepositions. So in these preposition tells us that where or someone or something is located. For example, he was standing by the table. You will find it in the cupboard. Sign your name here at the bottom of the page. So in this you can say by the table, in the cupboard, at the bottom of the page. These are prepositions as well as the adverbs of place. Adverbs of place mu the location hai چې یو شی کوم ځای کې ده هغه یو کس ته که یو thing نه چې شین دی هغه کوم ځای کې ده هغه مو ته exact location ښایي. نو دا موسټلی prepositions وي. adverb of place چې کله مو ته location ښایي نو موسټلی prepositions وي. He was standing by the table. You will find it in the cupboard. Sign your name here at the bottom of the page. نو دا درې وړه تاسو ته اوس کتی شي چې دا prepositions هم دي او adverb of place as a adverb of place هم یوز شوي نو دا مو ته exact location ښایي چې کوم یو شی چې ته پروت ده. Direction. We use adverbials to talk about the direction where someone or something is moving. Like if someone is moving in a particular direction, so we can use the adverbs of place there. For example, walk past the bank and keep going to the end of the street. The car door is very small, so it's difficult to get in to the end of the street and past the bank. These are all showing the directions in which something is happening or if someone is moving. All these cases are showing us the direction. مت adverbs چې ده که نه adverbs of late direction هم ښایي چې کوم یو شی کوم direction کې روان ده یا چېرته کې ده. نو past the bank, to the end of the street or get in دا مو ته direction ښایي چې کوم یو شی چېرته کې کېږي. Distance. We use adverbials to show how far things are. Examples, Islamabad is 187 kilometers from Peshawar. We were in Peshawar. Islamabad was 187 kilometers away. So in this case, we can see that 187 kilometers shows us that how far Islamabad is from Peshawar, or they are showing the distance between the two cities. Distance چیزا كان أهم متبتلاقي adverbs of place na يوشيت صورة لريدا. Islamabad is 187 kilometers away from Peshawar. No, 187 kilometers متجه خي مت distance خي Peshawar و Islamabad بانسكي. Circle the adverb of time and underline adverbs of place in the sentences below. He is going to Germany next week. Germany is the adverb of place, and next week is the adverb of time. The cat was hiding under the table yesterday. The table is adverb of place and yesterday is the adverb of time. There was a rainstorm in Lahore during the night. Lahore is adverb of place and during the night is adverb of time. The other day when she saw me waiting, she ran towards me. Other day is the adverb of time and towards is the adverb of place. The plane had to fly through a heavy storm last month. Through is the adverb of place and last month is the adverb of time. They shifted to a house nearby last month. House is the adverb of place and last month is the adverb of time. Hope now that adverb of time and adverb of place are quite easy and they can easily be understood and identified in a sentence. Adverb of frequency. Adverbs that change or qualify the meaning of a sentence by telling us how often or how frequently something happens are defined as adverbs of frequency. Those words which shows that how a thing is repeated and how often an action is done. These words tells us the adverb, or these are considered as the adverbs of frequency. We use adverbs of frequency to discuss how often something happens, indicate routine or repeated activities, so they are often used with the present simple tense. So as we know that if how much repeatedly a thing happens, that shows the adverb of frequency. And they are mostly used with the present simple tense. The tense is the present simple. Adverb of frequency ahide chi yo kart so resolve ki. No de cases ki chukum word use ki aha adverb of frequencies vi. No adverb of frequency hamisha mute usually khay chi so resolve akar ki. Dina odbal chida da hamisha present simple tense use ki adverb of frequency. Example, he is often late for work. My dentist told me I should floss twice daily. Often and twice. These both are adverbs of frequency. It shows that he is often late for work. And twice is also showing that 2 times a day. If a sentence has only one verb, place the adverb of frequency in the middle of the sentence so that it is positioned after the subject but before the verb. For example, if a sentence had only one verb, so we are going to place it between subject and the verb. For example, he often runs. So he is the subject and runs is the verb, so they often is being placed between the two. Ka sentence के यो verb भी न मुझे पकड़ते कि adverb of frequency मु हमेशा subject ना बात के और verb ना पहला मतलब दो subject और verb मांस के हाँ use को. No, he often runs. He ची मुसर subject शो और runs चिदा मुसर हाँ verb शो. No, often मु खुद verb मांस के यखेदा. Adverb of frequency the often. Example, Tahir never flies. He always takes the bus. Tahir never flies. No, never musa adverb of frequency, or Tahir is the subject and flies is the main verb. Put the adverb of frequency on the right place. He often listens to the radio. They read a book. They sometimes read a book. Palvasha gets angry. Palvasha never gets angry. Tawseek is very friendly. Tawseek usually is very friendly. My grandmother goes for a walk in the evening. My grandmother always goes for a walk in the evening. So here's a box which shows us that the frequency, the intensity of these words, that what does it means? Always means that a work that is done 100%. Usually is a work that is done 90%. It normally or generally, these are all adverbs of frequency, but it shows that how often a work is done. Normally shows that 80% work is done. Often or frequently, a work that is 70% done. Sometimes it is 50%. Occasionally, when a work is done 30%. Seldom it is 10%. Hardly and ever or rarely it means it is a work that is done 5%. And never means a work that is never done. Like it's not being done by a person in his whole lifetime. So it means that work is never done. Adverb of reason. Adverb of reason is used to express reason of an answer to a question or purpose of an action in the sentence. Adverbs of reason are like, therefore, hence, thus, consequently, so, since, etc. These adverbs are used when you want to show some reason. When a thing has happened and you are discussing the consequences. When you are answering any question. Or when you are justifying your action. In all these cases, you use adverb of reason. Example, I was not working hard, therefore I failed. So they are showing the consequence. His mother was ill, consequently he declined participation in the game. So here, therefore and consequently both are adverb of reason. Adverb of reason مو الله use کو cases کې چې کله مو خپل اکشن ولا پرپس خایو جاده چې دا کار مو ویلې وکړلو یا یو کار شوی وي هغې ولا مو ریزلټس خایو چې دا کار شوی و هغې نتیجه دا راووته یا به مو چا ولا کوېسچن ولا آنسر ورکوو مو هغې ته ریزن خپل ایکسپلین کوو نو دغه کیسز کې مو همیشه adverb of reason یوز کوو. adverb of reasons کې ډېر words راځي لکه like, therefore, hence, thus, consequently, so, since, etc. example کې I was not working hard, therefore I failed. His mother was ill, consequently he declined participation in the game. نو د کیس کې therefore چې ده که نه هغه adverb of reason the consequently to the adverb of reason the. Underline the adverbs of reason in the following sentences. The students bullied her. She therefore left the college. Therefore is the adverb of reason. The teacher is ill and is therefore unable to come to school. Therefore is the adverb of reason. Madiha was neglected by the teachers. Hence she failed in the exam. Hence is the adverb of reason. Asit is very bright. He often gets award for his talent. In this sentence, I do not find any adverb of reason. Rather, there is an adverb that is often, but it is the adverb of frequency. So if we are talking about adverb of reason, so I cannot simply find any kind of adverb of reason here in this sentence. Although there is adverb of frequency is present. The bell rang, so he left the school. So is the adverb of reason. So I hope students that all these kinds of adverbs, that is adverb of time, adverb of manner, adverb of place, a degree of the adverb, and the adverb of frequency and adverb of reason, all these types are clear to you and they are quite easy, but you need to know that when they are used and what are their positions and what are the words actually, which words are included in which category. So you need to remind all these things. You need to learn. So by solving these examples, these exercises, I hope things are clear now. And we will be completing, this chapter is completed now and you can learn it, you can practice it at your home. Thank you.